what's poppin'? One viewer on Facebook. I have literally no clue who this is. It could be anybody from our friends list, or it could be a person from the group chat. Oh, I forgot to paste the link. Oh. Right on, no problem, Seb. Feel free to join whenever you want. Oh, that's a shame, my dude.
Hey,
Howdy, howdy.
so right now I'm waiting for Soar to finish up some vocals and some tracks. I'm not sure it's going to even be good or anything, but I'm excited regardless. He hasn't sung in
Oh, hell yeah.
the track in a while. And it's, oh yeah, you heard Big Hunter's son, I showed you it on one of the live streams. So I'm going to do a cover of that again. It's
That's
so
pretty
hard
dope.
on, and so I'm so yeah, I'm staying awake a bit because I want to listen to what Soar comes up with, and
That
I had
makes sense. You're pretty late for your time zone, aren't you?
yeah,
What time is it
there's
like right now for you?
1 minute. I mean, 1 hour and 37 minutes over midnight.
Oof, wow.
But I'll
It's
go.
like
I'll just
6 right here for.
yeah. I'll go to sleep soon after I get to hear the vocals. Um, yeah, it's not that easy to fall asleep a lot of the time. I have melatonin, but I should just take it more. That makes it easier to fall asleep earlier.
Melatonin, yeah. Or if you have any THC or Delta 8 or Delta 10, that'd be also a good way to go about.
So there was something I thought about the drive to life in people. So back in the day, for these farmers in the 1400s or something, when they got that, it was much worse back then for a lot of people, and in the medieval ages and stuff. I'm so glad I don't live in the medieval ages, and that and that is something uh, I I thought about today, that if people could procreate through much harder times and still be okay with life, even though life was harder back then, when life is much more luxurious for a lot of these people, and when people have better life quality and stuff, it's going to be that harder to convince people of AM. People were evolutionarily wired to have the drive to life, in, even when they were cavemen.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's kind of what I've been telling people is that, like, life, quality of life is kind of doesn't matter, like in terms of like our subjective version of happiness. So long as we have our basic needs, which is like food and water and shelter met and social bonds, we'll pretty much feel like life is acceptable. So for most part, people will. I mean, the norm will, and it's difficult to get them to wake up out of that. And I don't know how you really do that the best way because yeah, it's highly programmed into us. Like if you look at people like in like African tribes and stuff like that, they're just as happy as us, And it's just, they live like struggle. They struggle to live, but they're just as happy in a subjective level as we are, if not more so sometimes.
I'm not sure if I'm a bit skeptical when it comes to that, if they're really just as happy. I haven't lived in an African tribe, so how would I know?
I mean, they seem quite happy from the videos that I've watched but that's just in those videos. I mean, they obviously have like struggles and stuff, but not everybody, obviously. I mean, but like a lot of people, I'd say.
Hmm. I, I, I don't know if that is a good indication of their happiness that they seemed happy in some videos.
That's probably true. I mean, they were going on a hunt and stuff though, and their version of happiness was hunting, eating meat, and eating honey, and that's what they thought happiness was.
And the Air Force sent baboons. Those baboons,
Yeah,
it
baboons.
must be strong. I don't know if they're stronger than chimps or something, but that hunting baboon seems extremely dangerous. There are a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
are.
people that have their balls bitten off.
Yeah, and they're very territorial. One of the
I
dudes in the
mean,
video got bit by a black mamba, which is like pretty much a death sentence, but he lived because I don't know. It's crazy. Moral of the story is,
there's a
it
bunch of strange stuff one finds on YouTube. There was
yeah, you
this
can find
video
a
I found
bunch.
once years ago. This guy left his family behind to get high on snake poison or snake venom. I mean,
He left his family behind to get baked on snake venom.
it's,
Nice. You have to do the wild side of life sometimes, and I can't say I do the same, but he's ambitious. I'll give him that. How did it work out for him in the end?
he built up. I'm not. I watched it years ago, and I, he built up a he learns the snake venom over time, and I think he said it was for some research purposes. He had a lot of snakes around and injected himself with snake venom. I think there was a needle. I don't think he actually let the snake bite his arm. He used a needle. That's
Fair enough.
uh, I don't know how I'm even able to remember that. I just watched it years ago. I shouldn't have been able to remember that, but I feel like.
No, I have this random memory flashback sometimes too, my dude. It's weird. It's probably just dementia from depression. Just kidding. Where am I? No, I'm just kidding. I just have anxiety, so I always think like random paranoid thoughts, like, oh, what if your random memory flash, like remembrances of the past, or a symptom of early onset dementia from depression? And I'm like, oh shit, that'd be pretty metal in a horrible way. Dementia is such a scary mental illness.
Yeah, and well, I guess if I guess there's not too much to do about it, uh, except to live a healthy lifestyle, as healthiest lifestyle one can live, or catch the bus when it happens. Other
Yeah,
than that, there's not much to do. But it can be good to be aware of it, because at least if one is aware of it, one will try to live healthier out of this out of the fear.
that's true. Can have some benefits.
And so I went on this on the last stream. I went on the writer no longer exist website, and there was a bug there. I'm not sure if it was only for me, if only
The
I
right to
had
no
that
longer
bug
exists.
in the website. Yeah, it's made by that by I doubt it. And, and perhaps and some other people, perhaps I'm not. I think might have been a collaboration between
Let's
a
check
lot of
again
people on the
here.
website. So I'm going on our beliefs. Oh no, it's all right. Actually, it's actually all right now.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
The last time I went in,
Maybe it
like
was just a glitch
half
on
the
your
page.
page or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's fine now. I should message him later and say it's fine and it was only a glitch. But I'll message him when he's online.
Groovy.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, that makes more sense. I don't think they would have done an error like that. It's so it makes more sense that it was only on my end.
Oh, what was that?
It makes it was only on my end. The thing when I only saw half
Ah,
the page on the text.
I gotcha.
So I saw you got the license
Yeah, I got a solicitor's
to
permit. It
make
allows
those.
me to give information to people.
So yeah, that's so here you are go. Yeah, it must be one of the. It's going to be a difficult thing, I think, to the most hated philosophy in the world, and one goes door to door with it. But I think you're with your antisocialness. Um, I, I I I think it will be easier for you to go door to door.
Yeah, should be. I mean, I've already done it once, but unfortunately, people don't really answer, which leads me to be able to leave a business card, which is great. People that do answer, unfortunately, think I'm either like a Jehovah's Witness or they don't want to answer because, as I said, someone earlier, it's a nice neighborhood, so it's just kind of like people are just sketched out. They're a bunch of old people, like, "Why are you at my front door? What do you want? Are you my grandson?" Just kidding. But they're all a bunch of old people.
The first thing that must come into their mind is this is a joke. Like
Probably.
this must be a prank. If they think about it, what's likelier that someone has a philosophy that goes against evolutionary programming? I guess a lot of them don't believe in evolution too.
Yeah, a lot of people don't,
So they
unfortunately.
want, I guess, a lot of them wouldn't have the thought, but they would at least see it as
I
unrealistic
don't
that
know
someone.
why. 1 second, I'm gonna answer my friend why he never texts me. I guess he just saw my brother at Culver's, and my brother didn't recognize him. That's why he texted me. Interesting. Not interesting at all. Why? Why? Two people
Where
are watching, not just one.
so I finished the first part of it,
Oh, awesome.
and the second part uh, remains, but it's I considered learning that one by ear, but I I think it's in E
The
flat
internet's
if
a
I
little
remember
unstable.
correctly.
he is a
I
pretty
like doing a lot of artists like Jimi Hendrix and did that Bob Dylan cover all along the Watchtower. If if I let's see, I'm a fan when people do covers, but then they make it differently from what original artist did.
hmm.
Like Jimi Hendrix has a lot of covers, and he does his own style. So I like the idea of doing a cover which is different from the original song. And if one just tries to copy the original song, then one might as well just listen to the original.
No, that's fair. Yeah. Uh, I usually like originals more than covers, but I guess there's a few songs I listen to that are covers, I suppose. They're mainly from like video games and stuff like that that are like which are the reasons that I got into the song. Otherwise, I typically just like originals. I don't know why. I'm just drawn to the originality again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I couldn't answer why you like originals better or not. I have no idea. I can't come up with some
Suppose I
like
haven't really listened to a lot of music in comparison to most people. Most people listen to a wide variety of music, and I'm just kind of like, I listen to like what I like to listen to. So I don't really listen to a lot of mainstream things that get covers. I usually just kind of listen to a lot of indie bands which get their own things. I suppose that's probably the main reason. Yeah. Hmm. And you mainly listen to metal?
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Um, s- so nowadays I listen to the doom metal, but it comes in waves. Like sometimes I'm really into faster stuff, more rock or thrash metal oriented, and sometimes I'm more into doom metal. So right now I listen to traditional doom metal, gothic doom metal, and stoner metal. Stoner metal, it's just doom metal with fuzz. I think there's no real difference between the genre except for the type of effects on the guitar.
Hmm.
Um, and maybe the riffs are repeated a bit longer in a stoner metal song because people are a lot of the times are supposed to listen to it while stoned.
That
I guess
makes.
if one is stoned, if one had longer songs, people might find it less repetitive due to their uh, bad short-term memory. I would just forget that it had played that many times.
No, that makes sense. That's kind of funny. It's a funny theory. You might be right.
You must have tried to listen to have you ever tried listening to stoner metal while stoned?
Mm, no, I don't really listen to metal at all. Like, I'm just not usually a fan of metal.
The
But
subgenres are,
I guess like I'll give metal a listen to if people recommend it to me. So like your channel I've discovered, and stuff like that off of Amanda and just you coming into the stream and sharing stuff. But outside of that, I don't really listen to metal like almost ever. I just like to sing along to things, and typically I'm not the greatest at singing metal. It's too rough on the vocals. It's too grainy. Like, oh, I can't do that without my throat just getting torn up.
there's a lot of metal is one genre where the subgenres are so different from each other, like brutal death slam and regular doom metal. It's like Saint Vitus. It's the same genre, but to me it doesn't even feel like it's from the same genre. It's so different from one another. Feels like two different types of musicians. Like those guys from Saint Vitus compared to a brutal technical slam band or something.
Yeah, when it comes to indie bands, it's like the same thing. Like the Elba Grind Ensemble is a lot different than, mm, say, I don't know, like Gonzalez, my boy Jose Gonzalez. His songs are chill, but they're a lot different energy. Or like the Bears in the Mountains, or whatever the fuck that band's called. And all the folk punk ones are different as well. Like they have like more ska folk funk, but they also have different like more. I don't know how to describe that. Like guttural folk punk.
Uh, so um, so something like there are something like doom metal is something that it's not like something one would headbang that fast to. One wouldn't hear just a slow doom metal song and headbang really fast, like with thrash metal like Exodus or Megadeth.
Hmm.
There is it's a different kind of heaviness, a heaviness that stems from some gloomy vibe instead of an aggressive vibe.
Do you spend a lot of your days listening to music, like when it comes down to just like your casual free time, or
Yes,
interesting?
I have listened to a lot of music like 70s progressive rock to gothic metal to doom metal and now to thrash metal and rock like Motorhead and stuff and, nowadays I listen to more of like stoner metal ever since Soar recommended stoner metal to me. He recommended me a couple of bands like Sahara.
I myself don't listen to much music actually. I only listen to music when driving the car. Well, sometimes I'll listen to it outside, like if I'm live streaming and stuff. But like outside of live streaming or being in the car, I pretty much almost never listen to music. It's very rare that I do. I have to be in a certain mood to listen to music, which usually being sad boy hour mood.
Yeah, yeah, the music I listen to when I used to sometimes sometimes also listen to some of my own stuff since like I'm the one who made the riffs and I, I made them a certain way and it can be good to listen to it to either if it's not that good one can know what one will do better next time.
Hmm.
But if it's good one can be more motivated because one did something decent. So sometimes I listen to some of my own stuff, and but mostly I just listen to like other bands.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Do you have a favorite or
I like the band Typo Negative. That's a good one,
typo negative?
and
Okay.
from every genre, gothic metal, Typo Negative. That's actually the only gothic metal band I can that I'm that much of a fan of. Like the other gothic metal bands, like Spell has some good stuff I can listen to, but mostly not. A lot of songs I don't find that good. And guess for regular doom metal, traditional doom metal, I would say it's Black Sabbath, hard rock, Motorhead, thrash metal, Megadeth, progressive rock. It must be Genesis. Um,
Genesis. Progressive rock Genesis. I'm gonna
the
remember that.
70s, not 80s, Genesis. And I still want to get into music like Alan Holdsworth and a jazz guitarist, solo guitarist. I also want to get more into fusion bands and listen to that too. I haven't listened to that a whole lot. But I feel like discovering new music too. Today was on the do not watch stream, and while I was on the stream, I drove at the same time. Just some and the people there seemed very They seemed concerned. Everybody told me to drive safely, to just focus on the road, but I was doing like hands free thing. I wasn't even looking 1 millisecond at the phone. I was
Yeah,
it's
people
the
tend to do that when
equivalent to
life's
like
short. Everybody backseats drives, and I'm just like, yo, man, I'm gonna be good. I look at my GPS and shit more than I look at the chat.
I
People
guess
are
for
concerned.
them they might think I'm like holding the phone and like while I'm driving, but I made sure to go to a parking lot, park there, stop the car, then put on the phone and then have it somewhere. And I made the decision to not even look at the phone once, or it's like the equivalent of having someone talking to someone while one drives, which is not difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Be careful, it seems like. Do they think I'm that clumsy or something? It's the response they would give to someone extremely drunk on a rooftop, just
Pretty much.
balancing on a unicycle on a rooftop, hammered. That's the type of response they gave.
Whoa, be careful, bro. You're like, okay, just doing nothing.
I'll be right back in like a literal minute.
Okay. Whoever's watching, what are you doing? Whoever's watching Facebook on YouTube? What's bopping? Oh, the internet's so bad. I'm looking everywhere.
I'm back.
Okay. How's it going?
I go just still waiting for so I think I'll wait another I want to text him and say when are about the progress, but I have a feeling like a notification could be disruptive to the process.
Yeah.
Got a message from a friend. I'm going to say I'm in the anti-social efilist stream.
Huh. Hell yeah.
He,
That's not
he
sure.
was on the stream before.
Oh, that guy? I remember him now.
Yeah. There was there wa- I hmm. So you mentioned something like that whenever you watch anti-natalism videos, you don't feel that good afterwards.
I don't feel the greatest, but I don't also feel like that messed up either. It really depends on the video and the topic.
Okay.
I mean, I don't exactly feel pleased. I mean, if the person says things that relate to, I'm like, yeah, fuck that shit also, or like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I'm not like particularly happy either. Like it doesn't exactly make my mood good.
But you don't feel like it harms your mental health or something?
Mm, maybe the knowledge that I have does, but in terms of like actually like the belief of antinatalism itself doesn't really do anything. I don't think it's more just like there's plenty of antinatalists that are happy people, but I think it's just like me being a person who like really needs like objective meaning to feel like anything's worth it because I have like just normal depression and just like a sense of like meaninglessness like that overcomes me like all the time. So like basically if I don't have like an objective reason to live, I kind of just feel like ah fuck this shit. This shit's like miserable. Like there's no reason to be here. So when it comes down to it, I have reasons to be here because I'm a utilitarian and stuff. But yeah, life is sucky wucky, and I don't know if it's because of my philosophical beliefs. A lot of it is from the philosophical beliefs, because the philosophical beliefs, I mean, just make it like even worse. But when it comes down to it, I think like it's a mix of that and also just like my personality being what it is.
I heard you say that you on the stream, but I think you were much stoned than usually, and you were saying that something like I don't remember exactly what you were saying, but you were saying something like that you were continuing through the misery of watching antinatalism videos or something, but I guess you were joking.
Oh, wait, what did I say?
I don't remember exactly what you said, but that you said something like even though you feel saddened by the antinatalism videos, you continue to watch. But
No, I might have
I
said even
might
if I do feel
misremember it too.
I might
Uh,
have said something along the line. I might have said that, but I might have said something along the lines of like, if you feel sad, you should watch them anyways because, like, it's good to like support the community or whatever and like
oh,
share content. But yeah, I mean, even if I was sad during watching some of them, it's you know, I would still watch it regardless, just because it's good to for support people in the community and get their channels boosted in the algorithm. And it's also, yeah, basically good to share it also and stuff like that.
I had an idea like if one watches it on mute, it does about the same thing. One can have 100 different antinatalism videos up on and watch it on mute, give it watch time without absorbing in the depressive content.
True, but I feel like it'd be disingenuous for me to share it on Facebook and expect other people to watch it, if I didn't watch it myself. But it's totally true from a utility standpoint, it would be practically the same. So, but I feel it would be a little bit disingenuous to be like, here, guys, you should watch this. And then me, it's like I hadn't even clicked on the video or something.
It's also good to watch a whole video because if one if one watches like the first half of the video and who knows maybe in the second half someone admits to being a neo-Nazi skinhead or something like that at the second half. And if one doesn't watch the whole thing, one wouldn't know that. Uh, that's just an example, but it
True.
could be if one shares something, one should know what one shares is the point. It's unlikely that someone will be the making antinatalism video might be a Nazi, and that might seem like a uh, a strange example, but I think it serves the purpose.
No, it does, yeah. Hmm. People apparently are watching the stream, but like no one's commented a single thing. There's like 2 people watching on YouTube, but they're just lurking. It's spooky. It's scaring me.
Not everybody has
It's
a
the feds. No, I'm kidding.
YouTube. Not everybody has a YouTube user or watched a YouTube user thing. This is taking a while with the sun cover. Like it's literally only maybe a minute or 1 minute. Hmm. It's like a shortened version of an already short song with there's only just a few there's only just few seconds of vocals, and I feel like it's taking longer than it should. But I'll stick it out so I can hear so I just come up with.
Have you messaged them in a while, or
Hmm?
have you messaged them in a while?
Oh yeah, I messaged them right now. Also, yeah, I hope also AK Hunters sees the other cover too. Like
Hmm.
if I'm just
I do
basing,
as well.
uh, like I think if like if someone made a cover of Nefarious Rockers or something, I would uh, be stimulated by it. So so if I'm maybe if I make a cover, perhaps he'll be stimulated too. So I might as well send him and making aware of the other cover, I guess. But it was an easy option to do the cover since I've already done it before too, and I wanted to do something quick. I didn't want to make too long of a thing, and that seems that was one of the easiest options I had today, which didn't require too much time or energy.
Yo, low key. I actually have to end the stream really quickly. But low key, my parents are just calling me, and it's pretty much an hour. So now that they're doing that, it's gonna be basically like, well, I may as well end it now because I was gonna end it in the hour mark, but they're calling me now. I may as well end it. You want to
Okay.
say anything final before I quickly close this? Also, you've been cutting
Hippity
out because Wi-Fi is
giggity.
really
Yeah, I will just say hippity gibbity gookty gookty gook.
bad. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but bye bye.
Ciao. Take care, Seb.
Take care.